Hey, welcome back. I've been an entertainment attorney for over 10 years now. I run a law firm and I do a lot of trademark work. So today I'm giving you a lawyer's reaction to Nick Nocturnal's YouTube video, Metalcore is Ruined. And as I understand it, he is looking at this trademark, which is bleh. I can't even explain it. Let's just watch.
Big day. Breaking news. The whole world has changed today. Who has the article? Where is it? Someone, somehow, not somehow, I mean, you go to a lawyer, has trademarked the word bleh, and many merch items are being removed because of it. I love Reddit. Thank you r/metalcore for the scoop. Independent clothing store Death Sentence have had their shirts mentioning bleh removed from their Etsy store after someone in Germany has started a company with that name and filed for the trademark. There's a company and it's in Germany that's called bleh. Can we start with this before even laughing about the trademark thing? There's a real company that exists that is called bleh.
Well, and I'll tell you, the real company, if it's like a limited liability company, it can literally be any name. And so we have companies that are called street names. I mean, they can be anything. And what often people do is for the name that's publicly used, it might be something else. So if you're like a record label, you might have some random LLC name, but the actual record label name that you use will be different. Now let's take a peek really fast just to see for the United States Patent and Trademark Office what the situation is in regards to bleh. All right, so these are the live registrations. So there's a current live registration for bleh in the class of 25, which is for clothing, and we see bottoms as clothing, headwear, tops as clothing. There's also class 18 for backpacks, book bags, sports bags, bag bums, and then let's see who owns this. The owner is Forbidden Alchemy Incorporated, which is in Texas. Let's go back to Germany.
The D.
I think it's a good name.
It looks, guys, no way. What, guys, I know what font, this is Danger Slant font. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I'm gonna open up Photoshop right f***ing now. Bleh. Okay, I'm typing bleh in.
I think I'm way too serious. He's having so much fun. I'm so serious on my videos. So I think he's about to talk about the font. So just so you guys know, if you use a font from someone else's website, you want to make sure that you have the right to use that font. So there's all kinds of websites that will license the right to use a font. And it's really important that if it becomes like your font that you use, that you make sure you have a license because they will come find you. Trust me, I'm a lawyer. I know.
They did. Was cut off these little balls. Wait a second. Can you even... The Danger Slant font is not free for commercial use. Download. Is this free for commercial use? I don't even think this is free for commercial use. That's so fucking funny. This is by deathsentence.uk who made this post here. Can you trademark bleh? Because someone just has, and my Etsy listings have been removed as a consequence. That's insane. Someone in Germany has just trademarked the word bleh as their own, and a consequence, I can no longer use it. Can I no longer... Bleh? Like, do I get sued?
Some of you may be wondering because we're talking about the Germany bleh. We just looked at the US bleh. So you want us at least start with registering a trademark that you own in the country that you reside. If you're registering the trademark at the federal level, meaning to have protection in all the places in your country, that's good. At least here in the US, you can also register at the state level, but it doesn't give you protection in other states. What a lot of people will ask me is they go, well, if I register a trademark in my country, right, and maybe I'm not in the United States, am I protected because of my registration in my country? And the answer is no. You actually do need to go to each country to register your trademark, and so it gets really expensive. That's why you'll see bigger brands, like let's say Pepsi, they're gonna go hire a trademark in the other country, get the trademark, do all the things. So logistically, that's how it works.
What happened? When you trademark an onomatopoeia, or however you say that weird ass word, I can prove I was using it before they claimed it as their own, as can dozens of others, people, bands out there. What are your thoughts?
Okay, well, let me give you my thoughts. He has good thoughts. I'm sure we'll get to that. And let me preface this by saying, this is related to US law, okay? But if you can prove that you were first in time to actually use the trademark in association with the thing that is registered. So meaning, remember we looked at the classes? You don't just be like, I own the trademark and I own it in regards to all the things that are ever existing in the world. No, you need to actually claim what is it related to. So for you music people, common registrations that you'll have will be in the classification of 25 for merchandising, 41 for live performances, 9 for your actual music that you create. And so this is how you can actually have multiple people using the same name if they're doing totally different things. And I consider it like different marketplaces. So then you have, mom who has like a crochet business and she has the same band name as you. It might be okay. But I go back to, all right, but whoever used the name first in commerce, right? They're actually selling goods and services. They have a priority claim. So sometimes even if someone gets a trademark, someone else can come out of the woodworks. And if they can prove that they were using it before anybody else, they can actually file to get the other registered trademark canceled.
Bro, Orion must be in shambles right now. Oh, where's Orion? Orion, brother. Shit. Wait, Frost is also a U.S. trademark. Wait, what? USPTO.report. Forbidden Alchemy Inc. filed. When did they file this? Oh my God, someone else owns Blegh in America. Application filed 2024, February 23rd. Trademark is intended to cover the categories of backpacks, book bags, sports bags, bum bags, wallets, and handbags. That's wild. So in America, someone actually did trademark this already. They did trademark, but they only trademarked this for specific items. What? Who the is like, you know what? I'm a trademark this just so you motherfuckers at school that have Blegh on the backpack, I own you. Wait,
Are you kidding me though? I'm telling you, this is literally what people do as a business tactic. They do it with websites. People will go and buy websites. Like I had this guy who went and purchased a website that would likely be used by the government as part of a national crisis. This is like a real story. He did this so that the government would have to come and buy the website. And then people do this, again, in the private sector. They see a great website, they buy it, so they have an asset. This is the same thing like in trademarks, right? If there's a great trademark, you want to go and get it and start using it before anybody else. So it actually is a business tactic. But here's the thing with Blegh, the reason why I love this as a trademark is because us lawyers, we call it fanciful trademarks. When you have a trademark, right, a name, a source of the goods and the services that you sell, the more unique and odd and not connected to what you do the name is, the stronger it is. So for example, Exxon for gas is a really strong mark. Versus if you go crystals, red apples, and I sell as crystal red apples, that's not good, right? It's quite literally just saying what I do. So anyway, just so you know, Blegh is a great trademark, including an association with book bags and clothing.
There's the German trademark here. Brand representation. Yeah, so it's in Germany. Blegh, word mark, individual brand, registered at May 29, 2024. Oh my God, dude, this is insane. Classes. What do they register it for? Stickers for car wheels, decals, art prints, tear off calendars, pop-up greeting cards, canvas prints, engraving, cups, mugs, glasses, what's a clothes for your glasses? Breadboards. What are we in the 1600s? Printed this is the f***ed up one. Printed t-shirts, baby tops, baby bibs. Oh my
I think Blegh for baby bibs is brilliant.
fucking God. So when the baby throws up, they can go, ha, sweetie, you did a Blegh.
Exactly.
Oh my God, this is way funnier than I thought it was. Baby linen, dude, they're making, this is really kids demographic. Baseball caps, bobble hats.
When I first started my law firm, and this was like a decade ago, weirdly enough, a handful of my first clients that I ever had as an entertainment attorney were in the adult industry. Like all the things adult industry, if you get my drift, including I had this one client that sold adult products. And so those adult products had adult themed names in the titles. And the trademark office used to have this rule that if something was likely to be deemed as offensive and outrageous to the public, that the trademark office wouldn't register it. And they changed that rule some years later. And so in any case, I have registered now some very interesting trademark names.
And just hats, clothing. Oh my God. Okay. So we're back here. Yeah, this company, apparently Blegh.de. But yeah, like danger slant font, as we proved earlier here. Hilarious. I don't know what any of this says. And they're using memes. It's just a random shitty page. That's just, oh my God, dude. Online shop, Blegh.de. Their logo is literally danger slant. I cannot get over this. It's like, I'm gonna own Blegh. The random word, the nothingness that has been used for all core kids everywhere for the.
Okay, so for you music producers, right, like the blah that he just did with the he did it better than me. Someone needs to remix that, because here's the thing. With any great branding and trademark and source identifier that you come up with, is that it's memorable. Is blah easy to remember? Yeah. And is it unique, especially if used in conjunction with stuff that doesn't remind you of blah? Yeah. And then you can even trademark sound bites. So if you come up with an interesting little sound bite, I don't know, I'm just going with ideas. Come on, let's remix his performance of that word. Let's now get some copyright. That becomes the jingle for blah. I mean, I think we're really onto something here.
Past 20 plus years, forever, eternity, and maybe caveman back then, who knows, check the inscriptions, bro. I'm going to own it. Take down other people's stores, apparently, that use it, and then use danger slant fonts. That's my fucking. I think they just trademarked it to take down other Etsy stores as shop takes you to their Etsy store. So someone, who's going to trade arf? What about brie? That's going to be really confusing with cheese. Can you imagine if you go to the store and because someone trademarked brie, you can't get brie cheese anymore? They just call it French goodness.
If you're dealing with any kind of trademark issues where someone is infringing your name, so quite literally your exact name or something that is really substantially similar to, this is why we actually tell our clients to go and get a trademark registration, because there's all kinds of automated, and some are not, but there are ways to get entire pages, right? In this case, it's Etsy stores, but you can get Facebook pages, Instagram pages, Spotify accounts. You can get these things deleted. If you then reach out to the applicable platform and you provide a copy of your trademark certificate and you go, hey, I'm the owner of Blegh. This Etsy store is using my name to sell its products. I am the exclusive owner. And that's what happens. If you get a trademark at the federal level, you have exclusivity as it relates to your country. Well, that's also part of the problem. Sometimes we go and we're like, hey, we need to take down a certain platform, and maybe the user, the infringer, is not actually in your country. I'm telling you, I've done this for a long time. I know all the good and bad ththings that come with it.
What the f***, dude? This is insane. Yeah, me and Craig really do have to trademark Baddie Core. We talked seriously about that as like a meme. Yeah, everything's chill, okay? Sam must sue. Dude, Sam must be, oh my God. Sam Architects,
Okay, so he just says like, I need to trademark something. Then why haven't you? So what I always say is, so the creative thing that you make, right? His videos, he has copyright in the videos that he makes automatically pursuant to US law. For the trademarks, he also needs to make sure he's registering and getting certificates showing that he's the owner, because you do all kinds of things as an owner of your intellectual property. You can sell it, you can license it, you want to make sure to protect it, right? If someone is infringing your name and causing confusion because they're pretending to be you. But this is what happens as you know, as a content creator, right? As an influencer, as you continue to kind of build yourself as a business and you take what you're doing seriously, you do have to deal with infringers. So as a baseline, you have to get your copyright registrations, you have to get your trademark registrations. And it's just to protect what you're building.
What is for the people? Oh my God. I'm immediately going to start working on some Blegh designs out of spite. They've disabled old comments on their posts. I literally just Blegh and a German man took my esophagus. Oh my God, dude. That's so insane. I can't believe this is, guys, we live in a world where someone owns Blegh. And it's not Sam Carter or Chris Motionless. Will Ramos needs to trademark. The period to object to the German one ended on the 30th of September. That's insane, dude.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is that when you get the okay from the trademark office, and again, I'm going by the way the US does it, but you get the stamp of approval, you made it through. At this point, you're usually about a year. Guys, for the timing on this, after you file, it usually takes about a year before you even get a response from the trademark office, and then sometimes there's problems, and that's why you want to make sure you have an attorney who's filed for you, because then we can deal with it and put it forth, the legal arguments and all this stuff, okay? So you're a year into the game at this point. And then let's say you get the stamp of approval. then your trademark goes to publication, meaning there's a period of time that the trademark office, puts on it's called the official gazette. And so it goes on the official gazette and the trademark office says, hey, rest of the world, we're letting you know these are the trademarks that we are approving. And if someone has a problem with it, it's just usually like 2 to 3 months. Here's the timing that you have to raise an objection. If you don't, we're going to register. So that's what he's talking about. So it was published and no one objected. So it in fact registered.
That's crazy, man. How is this real?
Look, for me, I have way less of a reaction about this because we're dealing with people's names, their logos, but really you could trademark sounds, you could trademark smells, you can even trademark colors, right? So there's the Tiffany blue, that is a trademarked color. But you don't just get to trademark in regards to everything, right? So like we talked about, you have to choose what is it that you are trademarking in association with. But guys, here's the little extra important piece here, which is a lot of you will be like, oh my gosh, I came up with this great name. I came up with Blegh. And Blegh is the sound of the name of my metalcore, band. And so you'll call me and you'll say, all right, Crystal, but we don't want to publish this yet. We don't want anyone to know because we don't want them to come and steal our name. And what I say is that, remember, I go back to whoever uses it first has a priority claim to it. Make sure you use it as soon as possible in relation to the stuff that you're doing. If you're making music, if you are making merchandise, start using it as soon as possible. But we do what's called a knockout search. And we look at the relevant marketplace, we look at the USPTO, we look at all the places and we generate a little report to you and we go, hey, just so you know, there's 3 Bleghs in the United States and this is what they do and we think they might have a priority claim, or you're good to go, no worries. And you want to do that because save yourself a year of your life. And sometimes, unfortunately, the news comes back and we're like, hey, there's another Blegh and they're doing the metalcore thing. So you may want to consider a different name if you haven't started putting out your music. So I hope this provided some clarification. If you need some help, contact Delgado Entertainment Law. We do the knockout searches, we do the trademark filings, and we got you. I'll see you on the next one.